Welcome to my second cord removal meditation. As always, super beneficial to just prepare yourself for the meditation by researching and looking into what a cord is, an energetic cord, and what that means to you, how it fits into your life specifically, so that you are prepared for the meditation. I've recently thought of a metaphor, kind of an example. It doesn't truly fit, but that's why it's just a hint towards what a cord is. So the example goes like this. Imagine you're a kid and you're looking for a place to sit at lunchtime, right? And there's all these different groups at different tables. And if you can think back to that time of who were you drawn to? What were they doing? What did it feel like to be with them? And maybe even through time, what happens is you're friends with one group of kids, but then something shifts, something changes. And so this cord removal process is similar to taking time, being responsible with one's inner interpretation of life by saying, all right, so I was friends with this group, but it didn't work. And why didn't it work? And why did I feel the way that I felt? Coming to terms with that and then letting go of it, knowing that you don't have to carry on those old patterns or ways of being that you picked up from that original friend group. So that when you do choose to link up with this new friend group who makes you feel alive and fresh and loved and all of that wonderfulness, that you don't bring in the shadow from the old group. So that you don't have any baggage. And perhaps you can tell already in that description that doing a meditation such as this, as you're reviewing that which is not serving you, which is toxic, which has a heaviness to it, it may also be triggering, perhaps stimulating memories or brings back these feelings that are attached to those experiences. In general, it may be unpleasant momentarily as you revisit where these cords are and why they're there, and that's okay. If at any point it becomes too much, you can simply exit the meditation. However, I'll be honest, it's part of it. Is feeling it, allowing those feelings to be felt. And don't worry, as you come out of it, out of the meditation, past that experience, there is some time where we intentionally bring in energies of visualization to heal that part of yourself. So that not once it's cleared out, the old doesn't try to come back in. And so this meditation, you can do it specifically for one person, removing energetic cords with one person. In fact, you may have multiple cords with that one person. If that's the case, simply just rewind to the beginning of the cord removal process, not the beginning of the entire meditation. And you can just keep repeating and cycling through. I will say that I've found everyone's different, but for me, I've found that even though it's just a meditation, it can be pretty energetically draining. So be gentle with yourself. You don't have to remove every single toxic cord in your life forever and ever. In fact, I like to space them out. I like to do mine weekly, just a little bit of house cleaning within. And then the last thing that I'd like to mention before diving into the meditation is that not only are you removing that energetic cord with this person, but you are also making a pledge to no longer be in contact with them. So refraining, if they've been out of your life for a while and you know you don't ever communicate with them, it's just this energetic cord that holds on to you, that lingers, then it's just a reestablishing of saying, you know, I'm not going to reach back out to them. Or if they reach out to me, which sometimes happens when you do this work, that you're not going to allow that bridge to be reopened and have an opportunity to become reestablished because you've already determined it as a toxicity. And so be aware and be cautious that if you're removing an energetic cord, that it's not somebody who is still in your life. And if it is, then this is the moment when you decide, no, this is like a very big boundary setting of energies, but also physical. And instead of reaching out to that person, you can fill yourself up with self-loving practices. Again, being gentle with yourself, knowing that all the work that you do in the meditation starts within, but soon will begin to settle in the external, and you'll start to be able to pick up on what those components are and how they take form. And so with that kind of precursor, a little context beforehand, at this time you can go ahead and find your meditative position, whether it's sitting or lying down. Make sure the phone is turned silent or off, unless you're using your device to listen to this. And then close your eyes. Begin to notice and tap into your breath. With your awareness, sprinkling relaxation across the entire external surface of your body, of your being. Notice how once the external is relaxed, that you may be able to continue to sprinkle the body with your relaxation, but see how it percolates down deeper within. Relaxing the muscles. How does it feel to relax your bones, your organs? Taking long, deep breaths in through the nose, and then slowly, slowly exhaling out through the mouth, if that's comfortable. Finding the natural ebb and flow of your inhales and exhales. Ever so slightly encouraging one, and then the next. Lengthening the breaths. Filling up internally with the air, creating space within. And then visualizing as you exhale, all that was once within you merges and meshes with the external. Effortlessly finding your inhale again. We're looping. We're becoming one. One with yourself, with this moment, but also one with everything that is around you currently as you exchange your air in and out. And then next, introduce your guide to your meditation. This may be a person or a god or deity, a goddess, or even a quality, like love, peace, freedom, joy. Breathing in your guide for this meditation, a guide who you trust, who will be supporting you through the meditation. With every cycle of breath, become more familiar with their presence. Welcome them to this space. Offer them a smile of thanks, appreciation. And then together return to the breath. Return to the sensations that you currently feel in the now. Conduct a preliminary scan through the body, starting from the head and moving down to the toes. Noticing what the body feels like. How does it feel to breathe? How does it feel to be alive right now? And next, we're going to invite the person with which you would like to remove the cord. Whoever this person is, begin to see them enter your visual field, noticing what they're wearing, how they move, bringing them to life in your mind's eye. Meanwhile, noticing what it's like to see them, to have them near you, knowing that your guide is also present. Knowing that you can always take a step back from this person and a step closer to your guide, the warmth of your guide, the one who is there for you. But we're going to investigate. We're going to investigate the reaction that you have to this person. Noticing if there are any places in your body that you can feel now which are specifically responding. It could be on the front or the back. It could start in one place and move to another. Notice which place on your body is the loudest, has the strongest pull. And this will be the cord that we remove. In your mind's eye, visualize your two hands reaching out and grasping onto the cord that at some point exits the body. And we're going to slowly, hand over hand, pull on the cord so that it is extracted from your being all the way down to the roots. Notice how the cord feels in your hands. Notice the weight, the texture, perhaps the color. Continue breathing. Slowly but surely pulling the cord out of yourself. One hand over the other, over the other. Pulling on this cord until the entire thing is out. And you have it in one hand, dangling out in front of you. And looking at this cord, knowing where it once was, you can reflect. Say, how did that cord get there? Maybe even reflecting on how it's come up again in your life, how it's been triggered. Perhaps the lesson that you learned from having that cord there. And then seeing the cord dangling in your hand. Behind it, a large void, a dark hole appears behind. But before fully letting go and releasing this cord, we have something to say. And this is the declaration which you are, if it feels comfortable, you may repeat after me, filling in the blanks. I, your full name, fully release myself from any connection with the individual's name. I release myself physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically. I completely forgive myself and the other person's name of any wrongdoings that have happened during the relationship. I completely let go of any unhealthy connections. I am completely free from any unhealthy attachments and bonds with the person's name. I am completely free. And with the closure of the declaration, go ahead and loosen your fingers, seeing how the cord drops into the abyss, becoming smaller and smaller as it moves further and further away from you. See and feel how it vanishes. And then we're going to come back to your body, bringing your awareness specifically to the place in which the cord used to be. It may feel raw or empty. It may even tingle. Any and all sensations are welcome. And then next, begin to imagine a color of healing swirling above your head. Notice the way it moves, the way it glimmers. And then with your next inhale, draw it down through the crown of your head and allow that light, that color, to spread throughout your being, specifically pooling and gathering in where the cord once was, filling the area 360, 3D, in a way creating a seal, a safety, a comfort, a nourishing aspect or quality. Keep your attention there. Noticing how it feels to be healed and sealed. And on your next exhale, allow the light, the color to settle, to solidify. And we're going to bring our awareness back to our guide. Thanking our guide for their support, for their encouragement, for their presence in this meditation. However it feels right, whether a head nod, or a bow, or an embrace, seeing in your mind's eye the way that you express gratitude to your guide. And then observe how they walk off back to where they came from. Always there for the next meditation. And lastly, encourage you to recognize yourself, to express a bit of gratitude and appreciation to you for taking the time, to putting in the energy and having the awareness to doing a practice such as this. Breathing in your own presence, your own gratitude. Bringing a final stamp of closure to this meditation. Either staying here and meditating a bit longer, allowing all that energetic work to settle within you, or slowly bringing yourself out and continuing on into this glorious day. As always, a reminder to be kind, gentle, and loving with yourself. Knowing that the work that has just been done on an inner energetic level may take a bit to find its way into the external. And also, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to be with you on this journey, to taking this step on this day towards the tomorrow that will be. Namaste.